Welcome to Coffee with Ken. What are we talking about today?
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
Tell me why.
No, I'd rather you tell me what.
Oh, that's what we're going to talk about here on Coffee with Ken.
Yes.
So I am Dr. April Brown, and I am Executive Vice President here at Destiny Global, of coaching here at Destiny Global. And we've got Ken Brown, CEO of Destiny Global.
Good morning.
And Butch McCracken here, General Manager at Destiny Global. And we
Yes.
want to welcome y'all this morning.
Yes.
Welcome to Coffee with Ken. So we got some things we're going to talk about. And that's what we're going to talk about. Like, we asked this question, why? Anybody ever asked why? Like, why is this happening to me?
Mm-hmm.
Why? And when we ask that, what is really the focus when we're asking why? What are we kind of hyper focusing on?
You're focusing on the problem.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because why doesn't give you digging into what the actual solution might be.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
And so what would a question be that we should be asking? Not that we can't ask why and kind of look at, okay, like, why might this be happening? But a better question might be,
So to ask, am I part of the problem or am I part of the solution?
Mm-hmm.
And 99% of the time, you want to be part of the solution.
mm-hmm.
So begin to think that way to
Yeah.
bring the solution.
Yeah.
And like that question of what can I do differently?
Yeah.
That is
Because
a big
doing
one.
the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is
Insanity.
insanity.
That's
So
right.
what can I do differently? And you were telling a story like you've been in management and
Yeah.
of a
for
big
sure.
retail store.
Yes. And naturally, when you have a couple hundred employees and business is rocking on, there's going to be problems. Like if you
Mhm.
think there isn't going to be, you're fooling yourself, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the times people thinking that they're doing the right thing will come up and say, want to identify the problem to you. Do you see what's happening over
Mhm.
here? Do you see? And 99% of the time you see it, right? So I would just
Yeah.
respond back, do you want to be part of the problem or do you want to be part of the solution? In a nice way, right? And then,
Mhm.
like I said, 99% of the time they'll go good point or, yeah, why don't we do, and they'll just throw out a solution.
Mhm.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, they have one. So, yeah, provoking the thought, let me bring a solution and not be
Mhm.
part of the problem.
Right.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Jen had mentioned earlier, but when we were talking about this to prepare,
Jen Horling. Yeah.
yes, Jen Horling. So, what lessons can I learn?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's
it is true. It's whenever
yes.
we have a problem, is what can we do different? What
Mhm.
lessons can I learn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always going through any kind of problem that we have. We're going through it for a lesson.
Yeah.
Like life is
It's true.
a school,
Yeah.
It is.
and we think we just go to school for like 12 years, maybe more, college, masters, and go to get our doctorate, and we think that's it, and we're done.
The finish line has been hit.
We have learned everything we can possibly learn, but actually, like, we need to have this attitude of always learning, always growing. What else do we need to
Mhm.
learn? And all of the lessons that we can continue to apply. All of
Yeah.
the training here at Destiny Global has come from lessons, like difficult situations.
Very difficult situations in
that-
many cases.
Had to figure out, like, okay, what lesson can I learn from this?
Yes.
And that has grown out. War on Debt came from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's come
So
from
true.
that, of a lesson of
Time
a struggle
secrets.
of
Yeah.
time secrets. The things that we teach here at Destiny Global is all from lessons that have been learned. Those questions, asking those questions of like, what lesson can I learn from
Yes.
this struggle that I'm having?
So true.
So
So true.
and usually anything that we do or teach on marriage, that's been learned when we are teaching on marriage alignment and doing
Yes.
marriage alignment coaching. It is all from the lessons we have learned, where we have said, what can we learn from
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
All
After
of the great things
32
that I've
years.
done.
After 32 years.
He brings the great things, and you
Yes,
bring the problems.
I bring the problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's so kind to remind me, you've been doing this wrong for 32 years. We should learn by now. And so I'm happy to report that I have learned many things in 32
Mhm.
years. We've actually been together 35 years.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I've been
Yeah.
knowing you a long time, Miss Brown.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. But you know
Mhm.
what? Life lessons are the greatest lessons
Mhm.
because when
Mhm.
you really look at them, you're not only affecting the person that you're learning the lesson with, but how to treat other people,
Mm,
right?
Yeah.
And realize that there are differences in other people and how they
Yeah.
approach things and how they think about things. Where your Jim and your personality is very different from mine in its core,
Mhm.
yet the differences attract. And
Yeah.
we don't complete each other
Yeah.
because you're already a complete human, by the way. So the movies lied to you. You don't need someone to
Mhm.
complete you. You need someone to complement you.
Yes.
And because two-ness creates oneness,
Mhm.
right? So
You're giving all of our marriage alignment stuff away.
it's just
right
little
now.
tidbits
you're
here.
giving
It's all
it
this
right
little
now.
stuff right now. We're not even close, believe me. There's a whole lot more. But the good thing is that it's through the what questionings. What can I
Mhm.
do different? What lessons can I learn?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What can I change in me? That's
Mhm.
where real personal growth happens. That's where it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, and there's a law that we teach about. Well, the greatest success book ever written actually
Yes.
teaches on this law.
Yeah.
Just like take and apply, but about reaping and sowing,
Sowing and reaping.
sowing and
yeah.
reaping,
Yes.
and when you think of that about the problems versus solution focus, I mean, really, that is a whole law
Yes.
or what happens with sowing and reaping is that if you find that a lot of people are coming to you with problems, then maybe you are bringing a lot of problems
Can be.
to
Yeah.
to relationships and to situations instead of solutions. So it's a cycle of we
Mhm.
continually have to look at if something is coming to us continually and we want to say why is everybody coming to me with their problems
Yeah.
and not solutions. Well, maybe we are the ones that are going and continue to bring problems to
Because people love to. That was one of the other things that would happen, is people would bring problems to those that would join in.
Mm.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree, and blah blah blah. And,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
It's the
long-
pity
and then-
party
True.
team.
So they're coming
Mhm.
to where they can feel comfortable
Mhm.
and come into agreement with their problems. So if they're bringing them to you often, you're not
Yeah.
being the guy like, I don't want to go to them.
Right.
All they want to do is fix things.
Yeah, well, that's the
Mhm.
person
know?
that always does that. Butch just says, "Yeah, well, so and so, that's their problem. I really
Right.
just always passing the buck instead of solving it."
Yeah.
Right.
I've seen that more often than not in my career. Be a problem solver. When
Yeah.
you are, you're going
Mhm.
to find yourself being the one people go to, and when you
Yeah.
become the fixer, the person
Mhm.
that they bring problems to fix them.
And your value goes way up.
Yes,
Way
your
up in the
value goes way up,
marketplace.
and people may struggle with that at first of coming like he's not buying into my let's just sulk in our problems.
Right?
But eventually, when the results start coming, because it's not getting backlog and all of the
Mhm.
things of problems, and there's solutions coming forth, they'll know that you are a leader. Like
Mhm.
it's a higher level of leadership,
It
and
is.
they will follow you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes a while to change a culture, especially at a or in business and what has
Yes.
been there before.
It does.
Sure.
It can be a challenge, but
Yes.
it's just being consistent with that. So good.
It
so
is good.
powerful. And
Good topic.
when we were just talking about this, of the lessons that have come out of very difficult situations that are what we teach here.
Mhm.
That's where they've come from. Of like, okay, what lessons can we learn from this in life and generally, and that is what we teach here
Yeah.
at Destiny Global.
It is very much what we
Yeah,
teach.
and we
Yeah.
have an event that is coming up
We do.
in April, April 14th through 16th. It's First Steps to Success. It is an amazing, amazing event where like-minded people come together for these solution focused things. How can we
Yes.
change what needs to change in us, and focusing on those things so that we can be more valuable in the
Yeah.
workplace and in our
That's
families.
good. Yes.
And wow, it's so powerful. Such dynamic trainers and teaching. And so that is coming up April 14th through 16th. It's in Dallas.
Yes.
So it is at a very nice, bougie hotel, but
It
for a
is.
very discounted price.
Yes.
So we get to really have just a really amazing experience together in a community of like-minded people. And so if you want to join us for that, you're tired of like the problems and not having solutions, and really learning a new mindset that
Right.
really helps you to focus on solutions. We want to see you at First Steps to Success coming up. April's not
It-
very far. Like
it's not.
this
Just over
year
a
is
month.
going.
Yep.
It's like we're already in March. So anyway, so join us there.
That's right.
Link below, and continue to join us. Like, share, all the things, so that we've got amazing people who join us every
We do.
week. We've got the
From
Froms.
Canada.
Yeah,
We've
Canada.
got-
We got all over.
We
Oh,
do.
we've got Tom, he's in.
He's in. He comes to
International.
watch Butch mostly.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
Yeah, he's a big fan of Butch. But
Running
anyway,
an
so-
orphanage of 500 boys
Yes.
in Africa. They all tune in
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
and watch together.
Yes, so thank
Good for
y'all
them.
for joining us. We have
Yes.
very consistent people who comment, and we love seeing your comments. So comment below, say
Please.
hi, where you're from, so we can see where everybody's from.
That's
and
good.
Thank y'all for joining us, and we'll see y'all next time on Coffee with Ken.
Have a great day.
See you, gang.